Peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. This is going to be an announcement, and very important announcement. And I'm not going to do much talking because I'm going to show you this video. Um, this is more of me warning and letting y'all know what's going on by way of video. Yeah, bro. It's seems to be things are going a little further than we thought. I'm gonna turn on some music, play 3 songs maybe, and then we'll get this video going. Give it a second, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get the music going. But I really want y'all to pay attention. I'm gonna try to play 3 songs, give folks time, hopefully, to get up on here. I don't want people to miss something that's important about what's really sadly happening, which is pretty sad, by the way, that people are actually doing this despite
Bluetooth ready for connection.
Despite everything we told them not to do.
Bluetooth connected.
So let's play 3 songs and we'll get to it.
I'm just way past don't even feel a grand. I can't even gather to take a swim. I say no to the past. I'm just way past I ain't got no appetite. Past this, y'all cause the disaster. I don't need no reason. So what's one that's wrong? Don't hurt me, man. You ain't no equal. You only here for the sequel. I ain't really a resident. I allow y'all to have presidents. Yes, this is my world. I got many things. We spy well. We watching everything you do. We everywhere but nowhere. I gave you a clue. We just on my high level. We watching y'all and the devil. I know y'all hear it right though. Time is up. Y'all got the wrong flight though. This shit is so delightful. We go one top, y'all drop, how frightful. I say no to the bastards. Y'all cause way too many lasters. And we don't get action. You better hope we don't catch that. That's not equal. You don't even here for the fucking sequel. After this, they don't need no prequel. This is the last guy said minutes over people. I just know who I am. I just know who I be. Even the person's all up inside me. I'm so smart, we put it all around me. It's my people, we collective. I'm talking to the selective. I know we have to protect them. So chill out, let's not get reckless. We only have for a little while. We fix it up and we leave in a nice style. Those things fly around all types of things. All their mind, they never thought of thing. They have to listen to this happy thing. They still wrong. What a sad thing.
Okay, I think that's good enough for now. We're gonna play this video. I played a song to give y'all time to get on here, and I was hoping more would get on, but I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. We're gonna sit up here and we're gonna go ahead and play this video. This is to report what's going on. This video, it seems like I'm not gonna have to talk at all. Yeah, just watch. It's crazy. And after all the work we did to tell folks not to do it, it's happening.
And how much easier is it to use than just pulling out my credit card and paying that way?
People like me, I'm very forgetful. I always forget my credit card or my watch, and now I don't need to remember to bring my Palm.
Is the mark of the beast already here? Some people think it is. We'll look at a few of these claims, some current events that look like conditioning for the mark is starting to happen, as well as what exactly is the mark of the beast and what can you do to be protected from receiving it. People have said that social security numbers are the mark of the beast, or the Force 19 in 2020. Some people claimed was the mark as well. But there's another theory, and it's pretty concerning because it's gaining a lot of popularity, and it's a teaching that the mark of the beast is more of an ideology and it's already here.
You kind of grew up around, you're close to my age, then you've been hearing for a long time that this could be the mark of the beast. It could be a chip put in our hands, or it could be the phone, or it could be the credit card. Really, I think this is to miss the point that's being made in the book of Revelation. So the perfect number is number 7. And so if 7 is complete, 6 is incomplete. We also know that the number 3 it means complete. And so 666, the mark of the beast, is really to show that the work of the enemy is completely 3 sixes incomplete. And so this is really what the enemy produces, complete incompleteness. So it's not Elon Musk putting something in our brains or something like that, but that this number 666 has to do with on the forehead and on the hand, forehead representing ideological belief, and hand meaning the practice of that ideological belief. So I think the way you're even seeing this today is there are certain, especially in the business community now, ideological beliefs you must have in order to participate in the economy. And I think we're going to...
Now you hear that. Ideological beliefs you have to participate the way they want you to in this new economy. Ideologies, religion or a new religion is spawning, and it's spawning in the way that people are taking the mark of the beast because of business owners, things like that. This is not good, obviously.
We're going to see this get worse. That means I believe the mark of the beast is active even now in this moment of history that we're in.
That's a completely false teaching that we'll unpack more when we look at exactly what the mark of the beast is. But keep in mind that Satan is going to use...
Now, that guy, the ideology is to believe that the so-called thing that they worship, and they're going to think that it's the one, it's the it, and all that stuff. They don't know what we know. And if they do, they don't care because they worship the devil, the ones that don't care, right? And you're talking about the ones that are in office and stuff like that, or behind them and whatnot have you. So their ideology obviously lines up with the devil. The ideology obviously lines up with that kid and his pops that they call him the devil and they call him the Antichrist. His ideology lines up. Would have to line up with Trump and Braun, where the fuck that kid's name is. It would have to line up with Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is obviously taking orders for somebody. Elon Musk seems, to me anyway, to have Trump and that kid Braun in his pocket. I'm just noticing a lot of things. So you have an ideology to believe that you should do this. Now, because of your ideology, you believe you should do this. This is why they're carrying it out. You understand? But if now say you don't have an whatever that word is, right? Right. Okay. Doesn't mean you have to have the same idea they have for you to go ahead and mess up, screw yourself over, and take it. You see? Because when the folks with that ideology keep moving forward with their retardedness, and they keep on doing the process that they're doing, it'll get to the point, or it seems maybe it may get to the point to where people gonna look at you like you crazy for not having it, right? And you need to have your shit together to where you're not around people who will look at you crazy for not having it. You need to have your stuff together to where you're not in these cities. You need to be growing your own food. You need to have a big group weaponized. I keep telling y'all there will be an announcement made, and I hope y'all gonna be ready to move, because I ain't got time to play. I definitely don't. None of us do. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. All right? So, with that said, make sure y'all ready announcement happen, because now you should be seeing that it is definitely time, real soon, to get moving. I've been in close talks with a lot of people. You know, I'm supposed to be calling two of my brothers tonight. So tired, but we'll see. But we've been talking for a while about all these things. And I'm trying to tell you, we've been seeing more than what they wanted to see. This Sunday, we're going to do a show. I talked to one of the brothers. I got to get in touch with the other brother real soon, so we can discuss, because I have to show him stuff that we have been noticing, such as maps. Certain maps they don't want y'all to see. And we're going to show you this maps on Sunday. A way out, how to get out, physically how to walk out, physically how to escape this prison. Yeah, we do it spiritually, leave these bodies. We're the only ones that can do that. That is correct. But why wait? Why wait if you don't have to? Why not leave throughout a door, a gate that's connected, right? I'm just dropping hints on y'all, but I'm giving you facts. And yes, oh yes, we definitely have the evidence, all right? So much evidence. But they are trying to get you imprisoned. They're basically trying to make you a prison inmate. It's one thing that you've been people are trembling all over your land, because we are not prisoners. We are not slaves. Okay? Don't even think about the whole slave shit, because I'm trying to tell you, white folks were slaves. They would come out here on boats as slaves. I'm just being real with you. If you find out anything that folks who tried to enslave us was the Black and Moors, and we whooped their ass to stay free from slavery. Now, I'm not saying they didn't kidnap folks and do shit to them, because then I'd be lying if I said they didn't. But it wasn't what they told y'all. It still was bad. Just so y'all know, these guys are evil. But the fact is, now they trying to make you a permanent. You understand? If you are joined onto them with the either one, because I have told y'all a long time ago, there's more than one mark of the beast. And all the mark of the beast is technology. And all of them work together. I done told you about the vampire watch. I done told you about the thing they trying to present to you now. I done told you about the thing that y'all was taking. I done told y'all about a couple other things. All right? But the Elon Musk liquid is where it's going. And that's the final. So they trying to get you with this and then hit you with the final. You understand? Hit you with the chip in your hand. Work not done yet, then hit you with the brain, liquid, something they can't control, totally get you onto them. And then you're fucked. I don't care if they tell you they're gonna kill your spouse. I don't care if they say they're gonna kill you, tell them then kill me then. And matter of fact, put your hands on them, make them have to kill you. And they better hope you don't have your abilities. Listen, I don't care if they said they're going to shoot or kill your son or your daughter. You better not take it. I don't care if they're going to say they're going to shoot your mom or do something to your pappy. You better not take it. I don't give a damn if they tell you, and I'm sorry to say it this way, if they say they're going to hurt your grandmother for not, or your grandpa for that matter, for not taking it, or your niece and nephew. You better not take it. If you take this, I'm trying to tell you, it will lead down a rabbit hole you will not be able to close the doors to. And you will be fucked. It's bad enough we got those who are going to be screwed, turned into zombies. And if some of y'all have people, if some people have run across the video and you took the zombie, you know what? At least don't take the mark. the other mark, because there's more than one mark. Let's keep going. I had to let y'all know, because if I don't tell y'all, it's on me, right?
Use every possible means he can to confuse people about what the mark is before it comes upon the earth. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. One of the strangest theories that continues to gain popularity today is rooted in the teachings of the Seventh-day Adventists. They also claim that the mark of the beast is already here and that it's going to church on Sunday instead of Saturday.
Put the Bible's testimony together. God Almighty commands that his own commandments be bound on our hands and foreheads, meaning that we obey him and keep his commandments. Among those commandments, God singles out keeping the seventh-day Sabbath as the mark or sign identifying him to his people and his people to him. The beast of Revelation, however, will require the world to replace that sign with a sign indicating.
So those who are, I need y'all to take your finger. The ones who are our people, I need you to take your finger, take your pointer finger, your thumb. I need you to go ahead and touch on your forehead. I'm trying to show you something that they ain't telling you. And you want to get close to you want to be in the middle of it now and go to where right above with your eyebrow in the middle of it, around there, somewhere between and around there. And on the bottom of your forehead, you're going to feel a slit. You're going to feel a slit. That slit is supposed to be what you would call, well, for lack of better words, I'm not going to speak all fancy on y'all and go crazy breaking down. That would be a place where you had your memory as memory of life, times, all of them. Now you want to happen to that. Don't worry about that. All right. It is not a like them. All right. The way they're doing it. You see, he's trying to copy. You see, this is a fleshly thing that would be there. All right. Notice how you don't remember stuff, all that now. All right. Now, because you are being redeemed and the DA, they call it DNA, is being changed. And it will be 50 changed in a blink of an eye. Real soon, right? You will have that. Okay. What they trying to do is get you to take something else before you get it. And if you do that, then you're screwed. But yet you can feel the slit. So you know that you're going to get this fleshly thing that's going to perk back up, all right, in that spot, okay, with your DEA, they call it DNA, changes as it's already happening. All right. Now, they know this. They don't want you to know this. So, of course, they're not going to tell you what's the next best thing. Don't tell you, although they're supposed to tell you, right? But they told you in that book, but they didn't specify what it is. But then they tell you not to take the mark. But they're trying to get you to take their mark. They already know that the ones has already been marked and not by them. So they're trying to get the ones. It's always been about that. You already know this. All right. So do not let them put in place something that's not supposed to be there when you are naturally going to have what you're supposed to have to be there without any machine, technology, or anything. No help from them whatsoever. It's just you and the ether. Now, they don't want that for you. They want you to, we're going to try to get rid of the chickens. We're going to make egg more expensive. We're going to make everything expensive. And then we're going to make it so expensive that nobody can afford it. And then we're going to slide this thing. Sad part is people are already taking it.
Disobedience to God's commandments and obedience to the beast's authority and commands instead. Casting aside the biblical seventh-day Sabbath and replacing it with the pagan.
All right, hold on. I guess I do got to talk some. We don't do the Sabbath or Saturday or Sunday because if you don't know, if you look up Saturday, Saturn's for Saturn. Saturday's for Saturn. Saturn means double. Saturn's the planet the Nephilim, demon, Anunnaki giants are on, if you did not know. So when you take the Sabbath, you're doing it for Anu, you're doing it for Enki, you're doing it for Enlil, or you do all those names, you're doing it for the bad guys. All right, so we ain't gonna sit there and be teaching that on this show, because that's just downright wrong. Now, there was something else he said that was important. Hold on. We're gonna run it just a teeny bit, y'all.
And commands instead.
The commands is that we warned our people. You understand that? Because you have to understand there's only one spirit. You understand that we separate ourselves to experience this crazy thing that we call life that was not supposed to be a crazy thing, but interference, y'all. There was flags. There was interference on the play. Okay, so that's what happened. We ain't gotta get the details. I gave out these to 4, and right now I'm trying to keep straight on the lesson. All right. So, with that said, if we warned our people, just like we were told not to come down here, if we warned our people, just like we warned not to come down here, we warned our people, do not take the mark of the beast, or you will be joined onto them. All right? They like to say God. They like to say Mr. J. They give all types of retarded names, and they, give us titles, and they blaspheme us daily. When I say us, I'm talking about us as one, because up there in the ether, the place they can't go, it's only one. You understand? Okay. So we told, don't do this, don't do that. The main thing we said that you definitely cannot do. Now, we know we ain't gonna be perfect. We know people interfered, so it ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. But whatever you do, please don't take this, because you'll be gamed onto them. Right? People are not listening to those warnings. They're not heeding to those warnings. Now they have decided that they're going to take the old FRID. You understand ID? FRID. So it's going to start with the real ID, which we're finding out. But the real ID is not the mark, right? But it's to get you comfortable and used to having everything, which is ridiculous, on a card, right? Except for money and things like that sort, right? But they're going to take a step forward and say, well, the real ID don't tell us about your health. It don't tell us really who you are besides the signature and stuff like that in your face. And, a lot of things has been happening, and we got to be sure that it's you. So from now on, we need y'all to take this. No more ID. That we got the new FRID chip, and they gonna want to put that in your hand. That's what they gonna tell you. Now I really hope many of you really will heed not only my teachings, but all the teachers that have told you the same. Even the pastor that told you don't take the mark. That's the one thing he told you, right? Hey, that's the one time you can listen to a pastor. Even a pastor tell you not to take the mark. Funny how we all telling you the same thing, right? This must be important. Do not take the mark of the beast. Must be very important for everybody to get it right. The camps get that right. Do they not? They get that right. People are getting that one thing right. There's a reason why. That right there, no gray area. That right there, no mistake. That right there, somebody on your street who never heard about anything like that, instead of tell you, I don't think I would take something like that. Ooh, they got common sense. I hope we got common sense. I'd rather die. You should have a stance that I'd rather die than take that. And if I got my abilities, I'm going to just tear this place up. You should have that stance, right? And if I ain't got them and I can't get away from you, I'm going to make you kill me, because I'm going to do the worst things. I will bite you. I don't even care at this point. I will gouge your eyes out. I don't care. I will shoot you. I will do many things to you. I will turn animalistic. I will not even care anymore, because you trying to give me something I am not supposed to have. You trying to replace something that I'm going to have, that I'm supposed to have and will have naturally, without you, without your technology. I'm getting it from Mother Ether. It's called DEA, what they call DNA, being activated. Now, for those who don't know, the reason I say DEA, because that's what we have. We don't have DNA, but you know how they do.
casting aside the biblical seventh-day Sabbath and replacing it with the pagan day of the sun.
Such saying that the mark of the beast, which is already here, is just denying God's ways that he already set in motion, like practicing the Sabbath, which the Deuteronomy, and support this claim.
Go.
Therefore, you shall live.
Let's fast forward that, because that was the devil telling y'all to do that. I mean, y'all was counting for the Moors and folks from Nunbury. Y'all was counting that motherfucker's gold after he pimped y'all and made y'all fucking dig for gold. And y'all complained and got tired of doing that shit. So they said, okay, I'll take Saturdays off and count my gold. Take that. I'm pimping you. That's what he said. He pimped anybody he could. You call it what you want. It is what it is. All right? So you do the Sabbath, then you being pimped. We're going to skip over. Okay, we're going to the mark now. There we go. We're skipping over the nonsense.
Or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or free and slave to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Revelation 13 is very clear that this is a physical mark, because the following verses say that there's physical, real world implications. Unless you have the physical mark on your hand or your forehead, then you can't physically buy or sell. In St. John's book of Revelation, which was written in Greek, not in Aramaic or in Hebrew, two of the definitions for the Koine Greek word of mark in this verse in Revelation 13 is a stamp, an imprinted mark, and the mark branded upon horses. This flies in the face of the theory that the mark of the beast is going to church on Sunday. Nowhere in any prophecy in the Bible are we told that all people will start going to church and that they'll be going to church on Sunday.
Pause. It is true that they will put a day in for you to worship. That's definitely going to happen. And you shouldn't go, although that's not the mark. But I wouldn't be going anyway. Because, you know, why you want to be there while they serving the devil? That don't make any sense. All right? There have been people, and this is funny, have suggested that instead of going to the church to have service, don't go have service. Don't go have service. Because then you be serving the devil. Don't go have service. They said instead they could use that day to discuss business on how they're going to move, on what they're going to do for their people, the neighborhood, to somehow survive. In other words, a place of meeting to have plans to get out. Now, but they want you to go worship. Now, they will put that in. But again, the mark is the mark. And we understand the mark is going to be a device. They want to put it in people's heads. They want to put it in their hands. I say trying because they are trying. All right? I'm not going to say they are, although some people, unfortunately, from what this is saying, some people have said they took it. I hope they lying. And just because they took it, or if they lying saying they took it to try to get you to take it, do not do it. I mean, for crying out loud. If your cousin jumped off a bridge, would you too?
In fact, we're told the opposite, that towards the end times that things won't start to be fulfilled until there's a great falling away and people stop believing the Bible and stop going to church altogether.
And now we find out that that is also a lie, because it's already started, right? So they lied about that in church. They said it'd be a great falling away. Well, people just all over this devil worshiping church, ain't they? And all these different religions, ain't they? So I don't think that's a great falling away. I mean, we decided that we realized that we ain't supposed to be doing that shit, obviously, right? Or could that be the falling away they talking about? Us not dealing with it. Maybe that's the falling away they talking about.
Seventh-day Adventist teaching.
But at the same time, there's a lot of our people still dealing with it. So I think they lied. I think that they said that so that we would be too comfortable not to watch out. So when they try to sneak it on, like they already try to sneak it on, you already heard Trump. He's going to do everything in his power to make sure digital currency comes into play and pass it on to his son. His son will push the, you know what, along with the person without, he was doing it behind the scene, the main character behind the scene. Elon Musk be pushing it hard too. And then fucking, they'll think they're in charge, but they won't be. Because they all have no choice but to serve the devil. We already did a video on where the devil's at, where he lives, and who his son is, right? All right, so we know who's controlling who now. That shit's crazy.
Teaching is an anti-Catholic one because they believe that the beast will rise from the Catholic Church. I've got my issues with the Catholic Church and the possibility that they play a big role in end times prophecy.
They play a big role only because the false prophet is a pope, and he's basically carrying out. He's passing down the marching orders. What's been playing out is that the pope is giving Elon Musk marching orders. Elon Musk is giving Trump marching orders, and of course, the Nephilim giant son of Trump, which is not his real son. They send it's Elon Musk's son. He's a genetically modified Nephilim giant. All right. Yes, an Anunnaki demon. That's right, in the flesh, y'all. So he'll be at one pole, right, taking orders, because they all passing orders down to him. But the orders are coming from the top. It's coming from that kid I told you, the kid's pappy that I showed you. Now, when the kid hit a certain age, he's on 18, 19, I believe, then he's supposed to pass it to him. And that's who'll be running the show. That's when it's going to get real ugly. Yeah, you will see the governments take the form of that young son of that man devil that is in that place that we already did a video on already. I think it was last week or so. I'm not even sure. It was last week or so forth. All right. Now you know how it's playing out. So yeah, the Pope is definitely heavily involved, but the sneaky, it's not playing out like we were told in that book. There's a lot of twists and turns. Okay. Hold on. And we somehow stumbled on to that young person. Now, it's funny, everybody said a long time ago, devil lives in Morocco. Nobody believed it. Hell, I didn't believe it. Yeah, we stand corrected. That devil in the flesh lives in Morocco.
See, is very likely, but
I hope I said the name right.
As of right now, even though some of their teachings are unbiblical, the ultimate message of the Catholic Church is that salvation is through Jesus Christ and his death and resurrection for.
And of course, we all know that's a lie. But yeah, that's what they do believe. But they know that Mr. J's a devil. If you look behind the Pope, not in this picture, but many other times that he's sitting in his chair, there's all these demons and fallen ones right behind him in that chair. Statues, and I don't even know what the fuck. These guys are crazy. And they definitely do be paying homage to the underground tunnels, right? They go to underground tunnels and they be worshiping the many of y'all like talking about this, the reptilians and archons down there, all right? And the custodians. Sorry, the custodians down there too. If y'all don't know, the custodians are the ones that's passing that's where the orders really talk coming from. But that they are passing the orders on to the man devil. If you don't know, okay. Everybody else that's underneath those demons that I mentioned are just doing the dirty work, and they're just like the soldiers. That's a piece of his puzzle, trying to bring in the mess. All right, and they infiltrate, but they shapeshift.
Now, whether that message changes within the Catholic Church has yet to be seen. We've already seen Pope Francis giving a more one world belief system over the gospel.
Who did he get the one world belief system? See, that's going to be the new gospel. The one world belief system is the new gospel. You understand? The new ghost spell. It's the new ghost spell. God spells. You see? That's the new spell. All right? And who did he get this new spell from? Oh, he got it from the Pope. Who the Pope get it from? The Pope got it from that young boy he met on the same day that that other man had predicted that he was led to tell y'all the devil was going to meet the Pope on that day. And look at that. Months later, he stood corrected. So yeah, a lot of people are heavily involved with this bringing of this new religion, of the one world religion.
Saying that all religions lead to God and that Jesus isn't the only way, which he absolutely is. And this will all fit in with...
Now, check this. This is so funny, right? Now, if you don't know, LG, as in Lord G, the G word, God. This is first and last name. It stands for double. That's why it says your Lord G. That's the whole double's name. It stands for double. So the Pope is saying, just go to the double. Okay. He ain't lying that if you go to the double, well, he's lying. He's lying if you go to the double, that you'll get through. But you see, he's confusing the Christians because oh man, no, Mr. J is the way. Well, don't you know Mr. J is the bright and morning star, the devil, right? I don't care what name you want to call him. It's the same shit. Whatever you want to call him, it's the same shit. All right. Even if you just want to praise his daddy, you're still doing the same shit because Mr. J is the daddy. Mr. J is also one of them. Mr. J is, if you didn't realize this, so many of us thought it was Enki the reptilian. Then we turn around and then it had to be Gilgamesh. Nimrod was the Gilgamesh. Mr. J is one of Gilgamesh's names. Well, that's funny in the scriptures. They don't call him Mr. J, right? But that's what you learn when you start digging deep. But then hold on now. You wind up, you do more research. And as deep as you go, then you start finding out. Hold on, they had many Mr. J's. So who was the first Mr. J? Wasn't Tamu? How you pick that name? Huh? He was just one of many. So who was the first Mr. J? Well, that would be the first Mr. J would have been one who was before the reptilians and all these other guys. This means Mr. J must have been one of those custodians. So they want y'all, they trying to lead you back into serving the custodians while taking their mark of the beast by having their devil man and the devil son give marching orders to everyone else to put this thing in action.
With end times prophecy, if it unfolds this way, but I just lay all of these things out to show you that the mark of the beast will actually be a physical mark, and it will have nothing to do with going to Catholic Mass on Sunday. So is the physical mark of the beast actually here? Well, don't believe everything that you see online, even if there's interesting connections. The mark of the beast has not been revealed upon the earth as of right now. Here are a few of the prophecies that...
But we do know, see, that's one thing. There are more than one mark of the beast. I told y'all this. I even told y'all what they were. All right. And they have introduced not one, but two. Right? They already hit folks, on the left. I think they get that on the left. Now they trying to go back hitting folks on the hand, which was the original plan. That's also the mark. And then from that, they go and try to hit you in the head with the Elon Musk liquid and brain chip. You see? They didn't stop at the vampire watch. They didn't listen, these guys, they ain't never stopped.
Have to come to pass before the mark of the beast. According to most interpretations of prophecy, the tribulation period has to happen before the mark of the beast is revealed, meaning that the 7 seals and the 7 trumpets are unleashed upon the earth. This includes wars, rumors of wars, famine. A third of the trees would be burned up, a third of the ships and the sea life would be destroyed, a third of the waters would be turned to blood. There'd be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the heavens. A 200 million man or entity army would be released upon the earth from the drying up of the Euphrates River. In the midst of all of this, the Antichrist will demand not only every...
Where is the real Euphrates River? Many of y'all don't know. Where is the river that they said fallen one with all those armies will come from? Many of y'all don't know. If you look up Mississippi, somebody please do. Well, actually, that's the Nile. Am I correct? Mississippi, the Nile. And I also understand that, they say the Euphrates was in the Middle East, but it's really not. I mean, they named it that, but that's not the real one. That's actually the United States. And it's not the Mississippi one. I can't remember exactly right now. It slipped my mind. Too much information in this head sometimes slipped my mind. Okay, it'll come back to me. But it is in the United States. And somebody said a while ago that river has started to dry up. It's not totally dry. Now the river where these guys are going to march over, as far as that Euphrates River, as far as from the Middle East, if they want to use that scripture for that, they could. That would line up with the scripture, with their prophecy that they want to happen, that they are trying to make happen. And I say trying because I'm using words that means not successful, because I'm putting into action to make them not be successful. That's why I keep saying trying. I know many of y'all will like, but hold on, Dave, but I'm going to keep saying trying for now. You read between the lines, all right? So it's going to be a physical thing. A physical thing, right? Elon Musk said in your head or in your forehead. Oh, the books is in your hand or in your forehead, right? Seems to me they're going to hit you any way they can with it at this point. They already hit you on the left. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, please, y'all, this is a warning. You cannot say you've not been warned more than once. Do not fool yourself. Do not screw yourself. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Do not commit self-unlifing. Because when you take this chip, when you take the serum, and when you take the hit on the left, Vampire Watch, Elon Musk Liquid, or the brain chip, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. You've been robbed of your body, which means that you're not alive anymore. It means a demon lives in it. It's going to act like you, pretend to be you. Your own siblings will not recognize that it's not you. It will act like you, talk like you, sound like you, but it won't be you anymore. They're trying to take you out, right? What is your soul? Your soul's your body. So what are you? Spirit, pure energy. Don't ever fear the one who can hurt your body, which is your soul. Only fear the one that can hurt you, the spirit. Your body's not you. Your body's a device. You, the spirit, really don't need a body down here. You, the spirit, really wants to move on and get away from here. I'm not telling you to do anything drastic. I'm just saying the devil wants your body. If he can tie your body, which somehow is spiritually tied to you, to this earth, by getting you to put something in your body, he can tie you to the earth through your body. This is the same reason they sit up there and try to have all these funerals to try to get attachment to your body, be stuck here so you can get stuck here. The difference is you're not really stuck here. because what you can do, you have the right not to come here. You see, but by doing the funeral, it makes you feel guilty when these archons are trying to convince you to come back here, come into the light, right? Now you know how they got you. All right. But if you go ahead and you take this chip, it don't matter if you don't want to go into the light. It'll be too late. Please don't get stuck in a prison that's going to be vanished to another dimension that will never be able to, anything in that dimension they'll be able to break out of it. Because everything else here going forward must be perfect and beautiful. And eventually that dimension will be destroyed. Please don't be caught onto them or joint onto them. Please be smart. Don't do what this person's
And how much easier is it to use than just pulling out my credit card and paying that way?
People like me, I'm very forgetful. I always forget my credit card or my watch, and now I don't need to remember to bring my palm. Credit card or my watch, and now I don't need to remember to bring my palm. Credit card or my watch, and now I don't need to remember to bring my palm.
Please don't make that mistake. Please. Get out the city soon, y'all. Peace and love. I love all of you. Finding out that people are, wow, crazy, and some other countries are doing this right now. Man, my channel is worldwide. It's too bad I couldn't reach more people. Peace and love.